Hello, this is John with Shearer Technologies. The last flyover we did was about a month ago. This is the Legado project. It's a planned community in Menifee there with Yellow Star as top center. It's east of the 215. We're going to spend most of our time in the blue area, which is going to be a couple hundred houses within this 1100 home development. So most of the blue are 5, 6, and 7,000 square foot lots. This is an overlay of our flight path. So you can see I kind of primarily focus on the northern end where most of the construction. They really haven't done anything on the south end, which is going to be where the community parks are, and the light commercial. So the gate to enter has moved, and we'll come back around and you'll see that again a little more closely. So at this point, what we're doing is we're kind of de-lining. We're heading east parallel to Rouse Road. Rouse Road is going to sort of dogleg towards the right there and tie into Antelope. Antelope leads up to McCall. So this project is between McCall and Ethonac. So Ethonac would be to our left, McCall would be to our right. So they've been doing a lot of work tying in these two roads up here where they intersect, Rouse going into Antelope. Those gutters were not there previously. The stormwater pipes have been installed, so any water from Antelope and west all the way to Encanto, pretty much most of the preliminary piping appears to be in place. I have no affiliation with this project, so this is all just my observations from driving past it nearly daily. So it looks really good. There used to be rocks there that kept you from going that road. Those rocks were taken out about a week ago. They've got all the grading. Grading has been done for months. So they just recently got the stormwater pipes in, got the gutters in. So I would suspect the paving should be relatively soon. I've been watching the City of Menifee city council meetings, and then they've got one that deals with projects like this, and I haven't seen it mentioned in either of those forums. I put links in the description, so anything that I'm saying here, you can always go back and look at the plans, see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong. You can see, what are they doing about utilities? How are they going to offset the usage of electricity, water, gas for all of these homes coming in? So there's always comments, how are we going to get water for all these people? Well, Menifee just finished a desalination plant, so all that stormwater that this land would be uh, offshedding is going to go to that desalination plant. So they've got multiple retaining areas that you can see for the water that it looks like they're all going to tie together, and then they all tie to the aqueduct. So there are three main roads. We're coming up to the main middle road. There are three roads that are going to go north-south that intersect this project. They're going to be Sherman down the middle. On the left side is Trumbull, and on the east is Dawson Road. So this is flying up towards Sherman Road. Anything west of that is going to be called Village West. Anything east is called Village East. You can see one of the retaining areas there that I was talking about. So since our last flight, you'll notice there's a wall there. So that retaining wall, the last flight in May, did not exist. It was just all dirt. So you can see they got quite a bit of retaining wall put up. These are just decorative cinder blocks. They look really nice. Again, if you want to know how this is going to ultimately look, go in the description, follow the links to the master plan, and you can see it. So that's going to be a four-lane road. This road that we're looking at now, Rouse, that's going to be a four-lane road, so 2 lanes each direction. It's supposed to be wide enough that electric vehicles, like those little golf carts you see over in Sun City, can cohabitate on the trail with bicyclists. So they do actually make them wider in cases where they expect people with electric vehicles to be alongside cyclists. So this road's going to have up till about Sherman, that electric vehicle access. I believe west of that you're not supposed to. It's not wide enough. And don't quote me on that. It's either Sherman or Trumbull. But there's a point at which they don't expect. So you can see the trenches to the left there where they're putting in water management. So you've been seeing concrete trucks coming in and out and pouring over there. And then on the right side, you can see the trenches where they've ripped up the road, and they're tying in the utilities, obviously, for when the homes start to go in. So this is that mortuary that's right off of Encanto and Rouse. That's the 215. The northbound is closest to us. The southbound is farthest away. So they did tie in where you can see those heavy machines to the right that just went off screen. So that road closure is pretty much over. This Encanto Road does have signs saying that it's going to be closed. I noticed the dates are different than the shell. So at the very top of that screen, just off where you can't really see it, they're building a shell, and they have closed the road up there. And the dates for those road closures were different. So they have you diverting to Shadell Road over to Sherman to get to McCall. So right here, where you see the water and south of it, because we're looking south, that's going to be all commercial. So on the right side there, those won't be homes. Those will be like your little small mom and pop stores. So probably, a vape shop, a convenience store, daycare, doggy care, doggy grooming, stuff like that. Maybe even a FedEx, Kinko's, I would hope, because we have to drive to Hemet right now for copies. So this is now flying back towards the east as we originally were. You can see they've got a construction management. I believe when I looked at the last design plans, this is going to be one of where the community center